giving me elephant energy. The process was a little bit longer, but your stride and your steps were always ordered. As long as you kept one foot right in front of the other. What am I doing? Speaking poetry? But this is so poetic, and it's about to end beautifully. These people are about to watch you rise.
Thank you, Most High.
You're about to levitate.
Thank you, Most High.
Okay?
Thank you,
it's
Most
almost
High.
like you're not even gonna be walking, you're just gonna be floating. That smear campaign that they spread about you, baby, that shit crazy how the universe works in the favor of those that's following the path of their purpose. Clock it. Because they tried to lie about you because you cut them off because they were toxic, right? So all these rumors that they were spreading about you had people curious and wanting to look into you and investigate and see what was going on. And baby, guess what they saw? That you was the truth. And guess what it made them do? Like it. Stop. Okay. And I feel like these people gonna be like, no, Marsha, she always gets to they're going to be, they about to lose it, okay? Whatever little sense that they had, okay, they finna lose it. Because you got people wanting to now be on your team because now they're realizing that you was the winning team from the giddy up. Okay, there are also some people that's about to come back to you and apologize for listening to the gossip that they should not have without fact checking for them fucking selves. Hearing love like you finna get it all. And see, you thought that you lost, but no, because you chose to do things the right way, the process was a little bit longer, okay? It's giving me elephant energy. The process was a little bit longer, but your stride and your steps were always ordered. As long as you kept one foot right in front of the other. What am I doing? Speaking poetry? Watch you rise like Lazarus. You are about to levitate, okay? It's almost like you're not even gonna be walking, you're just gonna be floating. All right, and I also do see that they're going to still be watching you from the shadows because they're wondering how the fuck did you do it? You did it the right way without stepping on toes, without lying, without cheating, without being deceitful. So as always, please trust your intuition to know that I love you. Oh, you know what? I'm also hearing in my last video, Captain Planet. Okay, and you know, one of the things that Captain Planet always said was the power is yours. And once you realized that you had the power, baby, you started magnetizing and maximizing. 222. You started magnetizing and maximizing that power, and you have transformed beautifully, almost like Sailor Moon. Okay, so it's always okay for real this time. Please trust your intuition to know that I love you. Hit that like button, level likes. Bye.
You can sense a negative, jealous, miserable spirit in somebody. You ain't gotta say a word to them. All you gotta do is go around people and you can feel it on them. Understand what I'm saying? You ain't gotta call yourself trying to hang out and trying to fit in with people. Let me tell you something, man. People energy be given you talking about me behind my back. People's energy be given, hey man, you can't really stand me because I'm blessed and highly favored. People's energy be given that they miserable and they don't want to see you win, chosen ones. Get from around these jealous ass monitoring spirits and keep pressing towards the mark. Because as long as we got King Jesus, we don't need none of this negative energy around us. You gotta realize that Jesus is a spirit, and it's the God in you that these people can't stand. It's the God in you that these people are trying to go up against. But you fail to realize, children, that greater is He that is in us than he that is of this crazy old world.
See, you sacrifice for them and you go above and beyond for them and you help them when it's inconvenient. See, you go above and beyond and you think about the details and you plan for them, but they don't plan for you like you plan for them. And they don't sacrifice for you like you sacrifice for them. And the extent that you have gone to be able to help them and assist them or celebrate them, you realize that they don't do the same for you. Other people are not you. And instead of you appreciating and valuing the people for who they are, and maybe, just maybe, you are self-absorbed with you.
I'm not trying to be cruel. I told you. The missiles are here to try to help you get out of that captivity. We're here to dignify people. We're here to liberate people. We're here to uplift people. We're here to ennoble people, to help you get out of the humiliation of servitude to creation into the dignity of servitude to the Creator. And that's what the whole battle is about. And when they drag you down, it is an attack on Islam. It is an attack against the people who want to see you upright.
Every level of dysfunction was in my house. Mental, emotional, physical, psychological abuse. Drunk, that's a drunk. And I'm as loyal as it gets. Most of the niggas who I cut off will never tell you why they got cut off. Because they still in the hood, they playing victim. They gonna tell everybody, their mama, their version of the story. So I love you, but I don't even want to sit next to this bottle no more. That's for you over there, sir. Alcohol has fucked my life up. That's why I drink apple juice. I ain't never had a drink in my life. As soon as you recognize the power in your individuality, you feel bad that you're different.
Karma is ugly. Everything they did to you is coming back harder. They thought they got away with it. The lies, the manipulation, the way they tried to tear you down when all you ever did was show up with a pure heart. They smiled in your face and stabbed you behind your back, thinking life wouldn't hold them accountable. But here's the truth. Karma is real, and it does not forget. You didn't have to clap back. You didn't need to seek revenge, because everything they did to break you is coming back to break them. And when it does, it's not coming back soft. It's coming back harder, faster, and louder. Not because you wished it, but because the universe doesn't let injustice slide. You kept your hands clean, and now the dirt they threw is burying them. Karma is ugly when it shows up, but it's always on time. What you sow, you reap, and they sowed poison. There's a law in this life that doesn't need a courtroom. It doesn't wait on lawyers, judges, or man-made systems. It's deeper than revenge and greater than any apology they never gave you. It's the law of sowing and reaping. And let me tell you something. You can't plant poison and expect to grow peace. You can't scatter pain in someone's life and think joy will blossom in your own. That's not how this universe works. That's not how truth operates. What they did to you, it wasn't just disrespect. It was intentional harm. And now, every seed of betrayal they buried is starting to rise, one by one. They thought they were slick, didn't they? Thought they could throw stones and hide their hands. Play victim in public while tearing you apart in silence. But God doesn't miss. The universe doesn't forget. Every time they whispered lies behind your back, every time they manipulated a situation to make you look bad, play victim in public while tearing you apart in silence. But God doesn't miss. The universe doesn't forget. Every time they whispered lies behind your back, every time they manipulated a situation to make you look bad, every moment they hoped you would fail, it was recorded, not by you, not by man, but by a force that watches over justice like a lion watches its prey. The funny thing is, they thought it wouldn't come back, but karma always circles back, harder, heavier, and more humiliating. You see, when people do wrong, they often assume their actions vanish into thin air. But energy doesn't die. It transforms, it waits, it builds. And when the time is right, it crashes down. The harvest doesn't always come when we want it, but it comes when it's ripe. And make no mistake, the harvest for everything they did to you is coming. Not just a taste of what they gave, but multiplied. Pressed down, shaken together, and poured right back into their own lives. They didn't sow love, they sowed chaos. They didn't spread truth, they spread confusion. And now, that very chaos is knocking on their own doors. Funny thing is, they thought it wouldn't come back. But karma always circles back. Harder, heavier, and more humiliating. And make no mistake, the harvest for everything they did to you is coming. Not just a taste of what they gave, but multiplied. They didn't spread truth, They spread confusion. And now that very chaos is knocking on their own doors. What they didn't know was that your silence wasn't weakness. Your forgiveness wasn't forgetfulness. You were giving life a chance to handle what your hands refused to touch, because you understood something powerful. When you fight fire with fire, everyone burns. But when you rise above and let truth do its work, the fire turns on itself. You didn't need to shout. You didn't need to expose them. You just kept walking, kept praying, kept healing, and while they were watching for your kept walking, kept praying, kept healing, and while they were watching for your downfall, karma was preparing their own. You ever notice how the ones who wrong others often look like they're winning at first? They laugh. They shine. They move forward like nothing ever happened. But then, slowly, the cracks start to show. Their peace slips. Their connections fall apart. The very lies they told start coming back to choke them. That's not coincidence. That's consequence.